3 months, y'all. 3 months since we've done a chat video. I think it's time. Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome to another chat video. Like I said, it has been 3 months. I don't know where the time went. I checked and it's been since January. So I apologize for that. I know some of you really look forward to the chat videos. Honestly, I've just been really busy. Things at work right now are absolutely crazy busy. A lot of you know I have a full-time job outside of the home that has to come first, and YouTube is just kind of like my hobby. So first of all, welcome back to those of you who have been with me for a while. And also I want to say welcome to those of you who are new. I've had quite a few new friends who have signed up to be part of the Planning Us Healthy family this year, and I really appreciate it. And a lot of you who have been with me have kind of referred people to my channel, so I just want to say thank you all so much. I never ever thought that my channel would become something like this, where I would have so many friends, and I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me to have your support. It means a lot to me to have your friendship. So I really do appreciate. I appreciate all the likes on my videos. I appreciate the comments on my videos. A lot of you have made comments to me before saying, I really don't like to comment too much because I know you're busy. Please don't let that stop you from commenting. If you want to comment, please comment. First and foremost, I absolutely love the comments. I just really like the interaction. I know someday the time will come where I just can't reply to all of them, but I love reading the comments. I really do. And not only that, but comments is engagement. So that also helps with my channel as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for sharing my channel, all that stuff. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So I really don't have an agenda. If you're new to my channel, my chat videos kind of go all over the place because I don't have an agenda. Sometimes I have notes in front of me. Today I have nothing. I'm actually on my lunch break from work and thought, you know what, I'm gonna just get on there and start talking. So I do want to talk about the Weight Watchers program. I know some of you have asked me what my thoughts are since using the new program for a few months now. So I think it was November, it switched, it went from personal points, and I love the new program. To me, it's very similar to what the Blue program was, or the Freestyle program, which Freestyle is the one that I hopped on board in 2019, my husband and I, and that is the one that we both were very successful. He lost 70-ish pounds. He has maintained it ever since. I lost about 50 pounds, and then I put back on, I think, about 20 over a couple years from during the years of COVID and everything. But then now I've lost 6. So I think right now I'm right around 35 pounds down total. So let's talk about that. I have been kind of keeping an eye on my calories as well. So I've been tracking in MyFitnessPal, and I've mentioned before, I don't encourage anyone who's doing Weight Watchers to do both Weight Watchers and calorie counting. You can if you want. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do, but if you're new to Weight Watchers and new to like weight loss, I just don't recommend it because I think it can become overwhelming. So the only reason that I started paying attention to my calories and my protein was my doctor wanted me to work on my protein. And at the same time, last summer, I took a course to become certified as a nutrition coach, just personally for me. I'm not coaching other people at this time. I know some of you have reached out and asked me about that, and I'm just not doing that. It's just something I wanted to do for me. I wanted to have more education in nutrition. So I'm not a dietitian or nutritionist or anything like that. I am just a nutrition coach. So in taking that and kind of working with my doctor, I just kind of learned a lot of different things with calories and with fat, fiber, protein, all that stuff. So I'm more aware of how it all works, but just starting out with Weight Watchers, I just say just stick with the points because Weight Watchers does the science for you. But because I am using MyFitnessPal as well, my goal has been to try to figure out what works for me as far as nutrition and how many calories I can maintain my weight. And so that's pretty much what I worked on throughout the last couple years. So if you're new, in a nutshell, I have been a Weight Watchers member for years. I'm actually a lifetime member. but I'm not at my goal weight. So I became a lifetime member back in 2004, I believe it was. And then I had lost 93 pounds then, and then over the years I gained it. I was in my 30s then. I'm now 51. So big difference from losing weight in your 30s. I was also not doing it for health then. It was completely for vanity. I was completely restricting, didn't really care about nutrition, didn't care what I was doing, you know, as far as, oh well, I only had 850 calories today. Oh, wow, that's good. Like, that was my mentality then. So then to reel it back in 2019, my husband and I both joined Weight Watchers, did the online version this time. I did in person when I did it the first time. We joined online, and then I think, like I said, 2020 and 2021, COVID really did a number on me and on my mindset, on just everything. And I kind of didn't really realize it. Looking back now, I can realize it and I see the signs. And then in 2022 is when I took the nutrition course to become certified as a nutrition coach. And I also was kind of looking into intuitive eating. I read a book called Intuitive Eating, and I was kind of steering away from Weight Watchers temporarily. I can't really say that I didn't like the personal points program, but I didn't like that my points were different. So it was just really hard to share things. So I kind of put Weight Watchers on the back burner and was really trying to understand intuitive eating. And then I just realized that intuitive eating wasn't really there where I was yet. I'm still using some of the principles that I learned from intuitive eating, but I still want to lose weight. I want to be in weight loss mode. So I decided that I was going to get back into weight loss mode, and then I would go through, usually like every 3 months or so, I'll switch my app, and instead of weight loss mode, I put it in maintenance mode just to kind of change things up. So I love the program the way that it is. I know there are some people who are doing the diabetic plan by choice, and that's perfectly fine. I always say you have to do you. But with using my FitnessPal, I realized that maybe I can just set it to where I'm losing an average of a half a pound a week. The bottom line, the thing that I've realized the most is that I don't want my life to be focused solely on losing weight. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy, live a happy life, and I want weight loss to be something that happens as a result of me eating well and me focusing on nutritious foods. I want that to be pretty much what I'm doing. So I have gotten to the point where I'm really focusing on fruits, vegetables, lean meats, you know, the whole grains, those type of things. I'm focusing on those foods that we all know are the most nutritious. And then everything else I'm having in moderation. I am no longer in that state of mind. I kind of started going through a period where I was really obsessing over good foods and bad foods. And there's so much misinformation out there from different influencers, people who are like wellness influencers who are bashing this and that and ingredient lists and all this stuff. And I just really got overwhelmed with it at one point and was almost made to feel like if I'm not eating 100% organic, 100% clean, that I was not eating healthy. And I just absolutely am not doing that to myself anymore. I'm not going down that road. I found some people on social media who are more science dietitians, and those are the ones that I'm following. And I'm not paying attention to those people who are spewing information that really don't have any type of scientific background. So that's just what I'm choosing to do, and that's what's working for me. I want to live life. I don't want to have my entire focus in life be on this food is good, this food is bad. Oh my gosh, what am I going to have today? What are we going to be eating? Wait a minute, I can't go straight from work to my grandson's t-ball game because I won't have eaten anything. And if I get there and I smell the food that they have there, I don't want to live that way. So I want to be able to just be like, you know what? Yeah, I really don't want that food because I know how it's going to make me feel after. I don't want to live in the mindset of, oh, I don't want that food because I'm told it's bad for me and I can't have it ever. I just don't want to live like that. If I choose to eat it, then I'm gonna eat it. For the most part, I know the foods that make me feel good and the foods that don't. I also have ulcerative colitis, so I have to be careful of some of the foods that I eat, and my main focus is to keep myself in remission with that. There are times where I may have to get a boost of medicine and kind of scale back on eating fruits and vegetables, you know, things like that. But for the most part, I don't want the focus to be 100% on weight loss. I just want to be happy and have weight loss come naturally. So what I'm trying to say is I basically kind of put my FitnessPal app on losing half a pound a week to see how I would do. And that's pretty much what I've done. So we are into April now and I've lost 6 pounds since January. So at this stage in my life, I am just trying to plan my life so that I'm healthy and happy. And I do still need to lose weight. I do still want to lose weight, but I don't want it to be the focus. So I want to lose at a slow pace so that it becomes just part of my life. It is not a diet that I'm on. I'm not saying, okay, I'm gonna do real strict for 6 months because in 6 months I wanna be here. And then in 6 months when that comes, I'll be like, oh, whew, now I can eat. No, so I'm at a point where I just want to have slow and steady and have this be for long term. Have this be that my eating, there is no end date. This is my life. There is no end date. This is the way that I'm going to choose to live my life. I'm gonna eat the foods that I know are nutritious and really fuel my body healthy, but I'm also going to enjoy a piece of cake with my grandkids on their birthday and things like that. So it's gonna be everything in moderation. So I am honestly very happy where I'm at right now. I had to do a lot of soul searching, I guess you could say, and figure out, am I happy? Am I truly happy where I'm at for me without all the judgment from others? What changes do you need to make without other people's judgment? I think that is such a big thing. Social media is horrible because what is the saying? Most people are showing the highlights of their reel and not showing you what true life is to them. So you're seeing all these highlights of everybody's life and everybody's reel, and you don't see those behind the scenes things where people are really trying to figure things out. And I think a lot of you saw me go through that last summer when I was trying to do the intuitive eating thing, and I really had to figure out what I wanted to do for me. So I think we just need to kind of reach down in ourselves and figure out what that happy place is and not have everything be about weight loss. Weight loss should be what happens because of healthy habits that we're making. So the things that I've really been trying to focus on are just fueling my body with as much nutritious things as I can, but also enjoying the other things in moderation. I'm also working on my sleep still. I tend to do good on my sleep for a few nights and then I kind of get back into old habits where I'm staying up too late, working too late. So kind of trying to really work on those things, getting more sleep. Movement sometimes is hard for me, just depending on whether I'm going through a flare or feeling the start of one. Sometimes I just get really bad joint pain. So a lot of times it's usually in my hips. So sometimes that does affect my steps that I'm getting. What I try to do is I don't just give up. Just because I can't get my 10,000 steps in doesn't mean that I can't sit in a chair and do some free weights, lift some weights, do other forms of movement, other forms of activity. Might not be able to get my 10,000 steps in, but I'm gonna get 6,000. I just really kind of have to be careful about pushing myself. There's a difference in pushing yourself because you just don't feel like doing something, or pushing yourself and your body is telling you you shouldn't push yourself in that respect. So I do have to kind of listen to my doctor's advice on that, which I tell all of you, always listen to your doctor's advice. Your doctor's advice comes first and foremost. So I've been just trying to do that if I can't get my steps in, I need to do some other kind of movement, just making sure that I'm active a lot, especially because I sit all day at my job and then I'm sitting at night working on videos. So really just trying to focus on those things. just trying to do my best every day to be the best that I can be to my body and also be happy. I want to be healthy in my body. I want to be healthy in my mind. So kind of the whole package, just trying to put everything together. So no big topic today. I just kind of wanted to fill you in, let you know where I stand with everything. Just a lot going on in my life right now. I'm just trying to make time for everything in my life and just live day by day and live every day as happy as I can be. So with that, let me know in the comments how you're doing, what's going on with you, how are you? Are you following Weight Watchers? Are you counting calories? Are you counting macros? I know some people don't do Weight Watchers, but they do the Healthy app, which is kind of like points. I think those are called bites. So let me know in the comments how you're all doing with all that. But remember, the bottom line is we've got to be happy. We really need to find out what it is that truly makes us happy inside, and that's what we have to do. You do not want to live your life so focused on weight loss and restricting everything and making it be to where you are so unhappy. So one thing I have learned over the last year is I need to just do what feels good to me. I need to do what works for me, what feels good for me. I need to not be paying attention to what everybody else is doing and should I do this, should I do that. Something you cannot do is compare yourself or your situation to what other people are portraying of themselves. You don't know what anybody else is going through. Some people throw out all their negative life things, and some people hold it in. And while it may appear that this person is, just living their best life, you really don't know behind doors what it is that they're going through. So my biggest thing is just go through life trying to be happy, trying to find what makes you happy, and be as kind as you can to others. We don't know what others are going through. So even though we might be scrolling through social media and just kind of getting ourselves in the dumps because we're seeing so many different things and doing that comparison thing. I do it. I think we all do it. It's just something that we do. You're scrolling along and you're comparing yourself to, doesn't necessarily, I'm not talking just looks. I'm talking about anything in general, just anything. It's that comparison, and that's just not good. So we need to just boost each other up, be kind to each other. Remember, you are the one who controls your thoughts. When you're scrolling and you see things and you get these thoughts in your mind, that's the way that you are thinking about yourself. So you need to wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror, be thankful that you're here for another day, and go about your day being happy. Smile throughout the day and just feel good about yourself, and try not to get distracted from all the social media and all the negative stuff, and work on the positive. Because ultimately, our happiness is all that matters. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.